A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there. Welcome to my channel and welcome to this collective message. This message is intended for all those people who are into inner work, and my job here is to be a bridge between you and your own intuitive energies and powers. Let's get started and let's see what's the collective message for all of us today. In this channeling session, I'm picking on the energy of a person who is surrounded by somebody. It could be one person, it could be proxies of the same person, it could be a group of people also, like it could be one dedicated group who behaves the same way, they live the same lifestyle. If you are a different type of a person, if you're an empathetic person, if you're here for a soul purpose, you could see lots of people ganging up on you. But here I sense one strong energy and rest others are just around this energy. Now I'm noticing a lot of narcissism, a lot of ego, a lot of self-loathing kind of love. I mean, there is self-love. And maybe you've learned a lot from this person as well, especially during your dark night, on how to just follow your heart and do what you want. Because this is the type of person who only cares about their comfort, and they care about their own luxury or lifestyle choices. And anybody who they feel, and I sense a lot of materialistic attachment also in this person. They are materialistically, they're all about the materialistic stuff, even though sometimes they act like they're very spiritual or religious, or you could see them doing a lot of rituals as well, or you could see them doing a lot of other things like that. But still, this person is not as deep as you or other people could think they are. So that's the reason why you and this person is not in tandem. Otherwise, you have to think yourself, like, if this person was also as understanding or maybe as spiritual as you, or maybe they had a path or the thinking of inner work, doing inner work, I can also sense some really good qualities in this person. But I also know, and we all know, that narcissistic people are also, they also have good qualities, and they also attract people, and they always, have some or the other option around them. People are always around them, and they're really good sometimes when they sense, okay, from these relationships I'm going to get something. Or if they personally are very attached to those people, then no matter what, they will make sure that they are seen as a giver, they are seen as a very loving person, they are liked by all those people, and they have a very strong group, in the sense you can sense that this person always has people around if they want to. Now, this could be anyone. This could be your twin flame. It could be your soulmate. It could be a toxic family member. It could be a toxic friend also. It could be anybody. But I can sense that in this channeling specifically, I see the war going on between ego and self. So this is about ego and source. But I also sense that the person who is connected with source, they do want happiness for even the person who has such a strong ego. I sense that this person is selfish in many ways, but because they have narcissism, they're able to convince other people, you also, they might have convinced for a long time, that whatever decisions they make or whatever choices they make, it's for the better or good of all people. However, with your spiritual awakening and further rising of Kundalini energy, you are able to differentiate between false and real. And even though this person may be very close to you or had been very close to you, you now see that a lot of things they're doing are just simple manipulations just to keep their own position secure in whatever they're trying to do. Now, what's happening in this war is that there was a time maybe you got defeated by this person's huge ego and the narcissistic powers that they have. So maybe you were defeated and you were in a bad, horrible dark night of the soul where you were constantly being looked down upon. You were treated very badly. You were not given the love and affection that you truly deserved. That's why I'm sensing not just the twin flame, but a lot of other people could be possible, even the false twin. And you have to understand that whatever the twin flame is showing you, or whatever the false twins are showing you, that is all coming from your own template. So they are simply mirroring the behavior patterns or the conditioning that you were given. All the misunderstandings that you had to face as a child or while growing up, or the lack of love and nourishment that you did not receive. Obviously, it's lack of love and nourishment. You did not receive it. So for a couple of years, actually, there was an impact of this person's energy in your life. In fact, a lot of things that you were witnessing or experiencing was because of this person's presence in your life since a very long time. And it could be possible that you could have also attracted similar false twin or twin flame or somebody else, a negative soulmate, because this energy was not healed out from your system. And for personal sessions and for therapies where you can release these chronic, stubborn patterns from your life which you feel that are just not leaving you, if you feel resonated and drawn towards getting yourself a proper therapy to work out these issues, then please check out the description box. It has all the information. And write to me at thesunamoon@gmail.com once you book the session, so that I'm aware and I can take the further steps. I can share the further steps with you. But kindly do not share twin flame journey in advance with me, simply because I use spiritual tools and modalities and intuitive gifts that are all a blessing of my master and source. So yes. So now this person's, basically the impact of many things is connected to this person. So if you heal this pattern, you will heal a lot of things in your life. But you already know, you're already aware. So as I said, that if it's a false twin or if it's a real, like a proper twin flame situation, you feel very strongly that, why is this person treating me so bad? Like, I have been so nice to this person, and they also play this game of being nice to me on some occasions and not being nice to me. Or it could be possible that the relationship was going really well with this person, but one fine day something happened and they completely shifted and changed their stance. So you got impacted by this particular energy, maybe with friendships, maybe with workplaces. You just feel that people are keeping you around because you're good. But if you would not have been good, then what? Then what? This is your question in your mind. And then when the dark night phase comes, because of this energy, a lot of people get discarded as well. And that discard really hurt anyone I'm channeling. If it resonates, that discard feeling is a horrible feeling to go through. And now I sense that this person, because of your inner work, maybe because of your strength, because of your patience, this person is kind of shocked. They cannot figure out that how you came out of everything and you're shining. How did you even do that? They are actually losing control on you, and that's something which is annoying them a lot. They feel that you are extremely straightforward. You just say whatever you feel like. You no longer have the fear of losing anyone, because what you went through, what you experienced, you did feel that you lost everything. But at the end of the day, God saved you, Source saved you, your Master saved you, Lord Sri Ram and Sita saved you. So you don't feel like, you know what, now I don't have to suck up to them. I don't have to be around them in a way that I used to be. So I don't have to get drainage. You no longer want to get drained by this person. So you have actually made them feel that they've lost grip on you. And that is sort of making them a bit anxious, annoyed. Also, you are very straightforward now. You don't care if they leave you or you're going to be alone, because you've already survived. The worst times you have survived. So what can happen now? Now that you've come out of those days, what can they do to you now? So you are not going to kind of, be around them, be a people pleaser for them or do things for them. So now they are very much scared that somebody else will take you away. Or another fear that I can sense is that you're not going to be their puppet. And those who have made other people live like puppets, they feel very bad when they can no longer pull their strings. In Hindi language, there's a very nice word that suits this particular channeling. I guess when I do Hindi channeling, then I'm going to be using this statement that you broke their ghamand. Ghamand means pride, or you can say ego. Okay, so you broke it. You told them very directly that you are wrong. Maybe you didn't say it verbally, but because of your lifestyle changes or your confidence, you were a confident person, I'm sure. That's why these people were able to consume so much from you. You were always a confident person, and that's the reason why narcissistic people chose you for their own, whatever, wish fulfillment, I guess. So you were a confident person, but in between, because of all of this confusion and because of the Kundalini awakening, when Kundalini awakens, this is a natural process that for some time you're going to, be feeling those dark vibes, dark energies, because the Dark Mother Goddess is the one who's responsible for our spiritual awakening. As I have told you in some of the videos, that our body has two main nadis that give energy and power to 72,000 other nadis. And that energy is called the masculine and feminine energy in your chakra system, the Ida and the Pingala Nadi. So when you did not have that confidence, you could be using either the polarized feminine or the polarized masculine, either one, to get through. But even then, you were very much confident person and you were a crowd puller. You were doing a lot of fantastic things. But whenever the spiritual awakening happens, the dark night has to happen, which is something we can't help. And that's why a lot of people feel that twin flame journey or ascension journey in general is very difficult. It's not easy to cope up with. But once people are out of it and they're so protected in this journey that God puts them into separation and isolation for their protection. So your separation is for your protection, or your rejection is for your protection, whichever applies to you. And now that you are no longer depending on other people's validation, this person is unhappy and you have given a huge, you can say a bump, or you can say a strike. You strike their ego and you are telling them that, you know what, this is ego. This is not source, or this is not love. Whatever you are doing, you're doing because you're too attached to the worldly world. Your needs, your requirements, everything. Even the way you witness love. As per you, love has to be this. Only love means be a materialistic provider or be someone who, satisfied you in some ways, in the physical way. So where is this coming from? What is the root cause of this? Who's actually responsible for this, or whose energy you feel you have attracted on you. So you have broken down that person's ego, and this is literally a great space to be in the ascension journey. Yes, it could be possible that sometimes you give it out a lot. Maybe you say too much, but then you realize when you're too nice, it doesn't work. So you are spontaneous, and whatever happens, whatever you're saying and doing these days is just happening naturally. Plus, you don't have the fear of hurting people's emotions, because you feel that your emotions were hurt so many times, but you let it all go. So why can't they let it go? Because you don't have anything to lose now. I'm also sensing that the person I'm channeling has now become like a free gypsy kind of a person who is like, it's okay, you don't like me, you don't want me, it's fine. And that makes them more desirable, and people want them, people want their approval. Also, over a period of time, when the karmic entanglement starts breaking down, or the karmics stop showing their actual, that effect or that fake love or whatever they portray. So when that effects of karmic starts wearing down, that is also connected to your awakening. When you are awakened and you're in ascension, when you're in high vibration, you start illuminating because of your light, because of your glow up, because of your, you can say, the natural glam that you're projecting outside of you. Because of all of that, the karmic's false artificial lighting system, whatever setup, is becoming dim. And so that attraction they had for the karmic lifestyle or for all the other things they were doing without even thinking about it properly, they've started realizing, looking at you, just by looking at you, that you are a much happier person. Like at any given point in time, if they have to do any comparison, they will see that you are a much happier person. And although comparison always brings negative energy, but sometimes comparison can also help us grow, because if we compare ourselves to someone good, and if we realize that, if this person can be happy and they can be so independent and they can do so many amazing things, then why can't I? Even I can achieve that or aim for that, right? So you have, yes, given a huge blow on their ego. It's also very much possible that you confronted someone head on. It was like a one-on-one collision. You really could not take, their lies anymore, the manipulation. You felt that this person is a master manipulator, and for a long time they manipulated you and everybody else. But now it's like too much. Now you can't get, affected by the hypocrisy. Rather, either you have already done it, or it will happen for some people, or some have already experienced it in bits and pieces. But your confrontation or your direct talking to them, looking into their eyes and calling them out is the word. Yes, you call them out on their bluff, you call them out on their bullshit, you call them out on their narcissism, you call them out on their selfishness, and they don't have a single word to say. They don't have anything to say to you now. They just feel like, oh my God, is this all real? Because they were so good in manipulating that nobody would even catch hold of them. Nobody would even see that they're lying. They would always give them a benefit of doubt that, okay, fine, maybe this person is like this, or maybe this person misunderstood something, or whatever. They will give a benefit of doubt. But now nobody will give them a benefit of doubt, because you did not give them a benefit of doubt, and you broke the chain. You broke the chain not only between you and them, but you broke the chain in so many areas, in so many templates of your life, because you were like, I'm not going to take your bullshit. In fact, they also know that if they create any more drama around you, or if they try to, pull your strings, you are going to be like a volcanic eruption, and they don't want to mess with you because they see you as a powerhouse. Earlier, they saw you, okay, fine, yeah, this person is okay. I can manipulate anyone, so I can manipulate them also. In fact, even in the worst person's mind, I don't think they want to use the word manipulation. They are weak and insecure. They want people to like them. They want everyone to like them. They want a gang to be around them. They want people to be like groupies, maybe become a cult leader or something. I don't know, wannabe cult leaders maybe. Even though I'm joking, but if we seriously understand this problem, there are lots of people, they're extremely insecure, and they just want to secure their position in life, so they play all these games with so many people at the same time. As per this channeling, you no longer will be played around by them. In future, if you confront something like this, or you face similar type of energy, you would be really strong. And if you work even further into this, if you strengthen even more your spiritual strength, then this shall never happen in your life again, and you will only attract beautiful relationships, loving people, understanding people, and those narcissistic who have gained so much from you, because you are actually leading them to their ego death. When these people's ego will die, or maybe for some people it has already died, because of you and because of the ego death, this person will really benefit from it. They will see things more clearly, and they will realize that yes, I also need to do inner work. I also need to go within and do something about it. Otherwise, it's my loss, they will feel. You could have made them realize this through many ways. Maybe through your head-on confrontation, or maybe because of your success. Maybe you gave them an answer by remaining silent and letting God do, or karma do, all the job. Or maybe, it's all different, guys, for different people. No judgment. Everything is good if it's required. If you have to apply it in your journey, then there's no other way. You can't just not do it. So there are different ways by which they either saw your relationships flourish a lot, or maybe your work, your business, your really old dreams came true, and they see materialistic growth and progress. And for a lot of narcissistic people, I think that's the only thing they're more focused about. But they do see it, or they see an overall confidence in you. They see that you're independent and happy person. So they are extremely tempted to find out like what makes you the way you are. Who are you? And can others also be like you? Another thing that you have done to these people is that earlier they were very confident, and that confidence was the thing which was confusing you. You always thought that this person or these people are so confident that they also must be truthful and honest. Like, how can anyone be so confident without having the base of truthfulness in them? Or, whatever they're projecting out has to be 100% genuine. But with time, when you realize that no, their confidence is not coming from anything genuine, but it is coming from an illusion, it is coming from ego. So you really, you also turned it around. You also turned the whole thing around just by looking at how fake and false their confidence was. So when you shifted, they also lost that surety that they had about themselves, like, oh my God, I'm doing the right thing, I'm saying the right thing, I know the right thing, I'm the best, and blah, blah, blah. Because of you, they've lost that surety in themselves. I also see that now these people are going to, or they already are going to regret their decisions. The word decision came out very strongly, that they made a lot of decisions, but they always thought that their decisions are in the best interest of everyone, but actually the decisions are only in their own best interest. And secondly, because you made them feel that whatever decisions they made, whatever decisions had impacted you as well, they were not correct decisions for you. But a long time maybe went by where they did not care about it. However, after you became this badass spiritual warrior, ninja warrior, they have actually started regretting a lot of things that they said and did to you. And this regret is literally going to be converted into something good, hopefully. Let's pray for every single person out there. Let's pray that they also get transmutated. Their energy gets transmutated from hatred and insecurity to pure love. Whatever you went through, they also have, or that specific person also has a role to play in this whole transformation process that you're experiencing. So from that perspective, we can thank them, we can pray for them, and we hope that they learn from these things and they look at these things as mistakes that can be fixed. There can be a solution. Another thing that comes to me is shock. So it could be soul shock, and it means that there was a time that you went through a soul shock because of the heartbreak, betrayal, or because of whatever happened. You felt very bad and you received a soul shock, and now they saw you becoming so amazing and super cool. This person, or many people could be involved, actually got a big time shock which converts into a soul shock. So yes, if it's a genuine twin flame situation, then this person definitely will get out from this and they will work on themselves. They will figure things out. If it's a false twin situation, then the false twin would not mess with you again, will not come back to you again and again to steal your energy, your confidence, your finances, or your body, whatever it is that they have been stealing from you. And if it's a family member or very close connection, relative, they will also realize that they also need to work on themselves in a more systematic manner. They cannot be so selfish. In some cases, maybe they're never supposed to change. They're only placed in your life as catalyst, but you're not going to get affected by them. That much they know. So they have to change their tune, because earlier they were singing a tune and you were singing along. Then you stopped singing. You became silent. Maybe they treated you horribly and they do regret it, because not because they did something bad and they regret it. Maybe they also regret that though they made you or projected you like a useless person, maybe they disrespected you, maybe they threw you out, maybe they boycotted you, maybe they blocked you, maybe they rejected you downright, whatever they did. But when you became like the shining star, the brightest shining star in the sky, they had no other option but to realize that how wrong they were, how stupid they were, and most importantly, how selfish they were. And now they need to change their game plan, which is good. Maybe when they try to change their game plan, they realize that there's no other way but to be honest with this person. So only two things can happen. Either they will step up, they will surely step up, or else they won't be able to step up. So this is where I'm going to close this channeling session. I will see you soon in another one. One love and peace out, and Jai Shri Ram.